What's good, everyone? Before we jump into the video, I want to take a second to thank ACGL for what they've done for the Southern African gaming scene. It's impressive and we're lucky to have them pushing the region forward. However, what happened yesterday in tournament by the way, was a bit weird because my opponent logged in Rupture, which is a tournament illegal character, and despite me bringing it to the mods, the ruling didn't follow the established kit. It's a bit frustrating when players have to clarify the rules to the organizers, and it left me feeling a bit weird. So I wanted to break down exactly what happened and why it matters to maintain the integrity of the bracket. So if you can, please do like, subscribe and share the video. Sharing means a lot to me. And before I get into this is the last before. This is not an attack to anyone. This is not an attack to ACGL or anyone that this video of mine brings up. This is just me voicing my frustration and how I feel, because I feel like I've been wronged in a way. But yeah, let's jump into this.
Okay, so I'm not gonna waste too much time, but I think this frame describes everything that I've been feeling. This frame right here, because the fact that the organizers let this happen should be illegal, in my opinion. And what really frustrates me about this situation is the fact that not even past, I won't even go back too far. In this very same tournament, the guy before this guy, the guy that I fought before this guy, Zahir Hendricks, I fought him and he was trying to pick Rapture, and I brought up the issue of, Rapture hasn't received his mandatory balance match yet, so it's kind of not tournament legal, right? And then the mods were like, oh cool, and then he opted off. He was a little bit annoyed, but then he did opt off. So now this guy pulls up, and then let me show you the chats before I even take things far. So now this guy, he pulls up and then he accuses me of lying. Look at this. He was demanding an official Brawlhalla tweet, which this is no official statement has been made, obviously, but that it's a known thing. Normally, a legend goes tournament legal after the balance patch has happened to them. In past cases, when things like this happened with Thea, the players, no one was using Thea. It took a bit of time for us to start using Priya too. Priya and Thea, the same organizers. And then, now that I am raising the issue, it's just not there. And this pisses me off so much because I raised the issue before and they let it through. And then this time, mid-sit, they just choose to change the rules. Just like that. And this whole thing doesn't make sense to me. This guy went on to be very disrespectful. Like, he was doing the most. But I'm not gonna show any of it on. I was thinking of showing it, but there's no hate to anyone of Southern Africa, because I love everyone. But yeah, that's how things went. He was being a real jackass about everything, really, and he was demanding the official tweet. And then I brought a few things to them. I showed them this image that proves that he hasn't received his mandatory nerfs, but then they just didn't care. Really. They didn't. And the time that it was taking, this led to, I feel like the uncertainty. I can't talk. I'm so mad. I feel like the uncertainty. I'm just gonna jump over that word. Yeah, that word. I feel like that feeling to the mod led to him. With the whole time, people have places to be. It's a Thursday. It's a Thursday night. People have jobs. People have school. I get it. So this led to him making a pressure decision and giving in to the other guy, which doesn't make sense because this very same mod in the previous match said no. I feel like he should have just stuck to his initial decision because of how things were. So now, I got a tweet which proved that, yeah, Rupture Like, I won't even go anywhere. I won't even take this anywhere. Guys, like, it's right over there for you. I'm not I'm not sure if this was added today. I'm not, because what? I'm not sure if this was added today. But yeah, Rapture is not allowed to be played in the tournament. But then they still let this happen. And obviously this pissed me off because I was in a semi-final, like I had a lot of momentum on my back, and then that proceeds to happen. And I eventually did get the tweet, and this after I got the second placement. Let me show you what happened, because I then ran I can talk. I then ran into the same player, and he was in Rapture again. And this is how that went. This is how that went. He ended up losing on Rapture to prove that he is not the brightest of players. Let me show you what happened. He stares into nothing. I'm talking nothing. Like, there is no one there, and then he chooses to stay there. Ghost reads for me though. He stares into nothing. I don't know what he was aiming at. Maybe he was flexing the lance a little. But yeah, he whiffs the stare, going the opposite direction. Like, bro, you should really fix that in. And then I counter him with the side stick. And then that's just game. I won that. And he was on Rapture. I said nothing to him. I said unlucky, GG's. And that was it. Then I went on to lose the tournament to this other guy who didn't play Rapture. So shout out to him. But a part of me still feels like if I had gone on to winners final, if I hadn't fought Rapture, I would have gone on to winners final, and maybe the story could have been different. And I'm not really stressing about this too much because I get it. Like, this is like these tournaments happen every Thursday, and that's okay. I'm not too bothered about it, but at the same time, I don't like how I was treated, because I got backlash from the local players this side. I mean, a player hates me now. Like, the player before this guy. Let me show you. The player before this guy hates me now because he thinks that I was cheating him. But then I showed him the receipts too. But then he still just doesn't care. And I mean, it's valid. This is the player. It's valid. But yeah. This whole thing it led to me receiving a lot of negativity. And that doesn't sit well with me at all. So I want to apologize to him even for how things played out. And yeah, sorry, bro. But my frustrations lie with all the mods handle this game, with all the mods handle this tournament in general. They apologized, and that's alright. That's cool. I guess I just wanted to voice. I just wanted to rant a little. So I'm sorry if this was a waste of your time. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, thank you for hearing. Thank you for listening to my side of the story, and just have a lovely weekend to everyone. For now, I am going to work on tomorrow's tournament, the Bearded Pros, and I will be dropping a VOD on that. So I think you should check that out. Peace.